Yo, 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 yo! It's me, the Concrete Yogi, and I'm here with episode 4 of the Concrete Yogi Show. What up? It's time to get it started. Let's get right into it. Boom. Why are you here? You might have seen the title. Why haven't I talked about the posturing yet? Why haven't you seen me get down on one of those yet? Why haven't I gotten down on my mat for you guys yet? Why haven't I even talked about a warrior stance or a split or handstands or headstands? Why? I'll tell you why. Isn't there enough of that? Point blank, period. Isn't there enough of that around? Can't you go look anywhere? Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere you look, there's somebody showing a posture. Everywhere. And I'm not going to tell you that that's not yoga, but I wanted to let you know that without the proper understanding of why that's happening on the mat, what they're doing on the mat, then there is no yoga. And it isn't yoga. It could be gymnastics, it could be acrobatics, it could be a good workout, it could be a good sweat, it could be a good stretch, it could be all of these things, but it probably isn't the yoga. So that's why these last few episodes I've been breaking down the things that lead us into it, okay? Getting us the right mindset, getting us the right philosophy, getting us the right history, and it's not over yet. I'm just getting started. We're just getting this ball rolling. So that by the time we get on that mat, by the time we start breaking down why we do what we do in a yoga class when we're sweating and we're breathing and we're moving all together, I want everyone to know why. Why? What is it that we're doing? What does it really mean? Because once you get on the mat, the focus is completely yours, right? I mean, that goes without saying. It's your perception, it's your body, it's your experience, it's your past injuries, it's your drama from the day going on, it's your mind stuff going on. So what we're all doing might be the same, but what we're all thinking isn't the same. Where the focus isn't the same. Where the mindset isn't the same. That was a P. Where, just if the mind is even at ease. There's a lot of turmoil, a lot of stress, a lot of things that go on every day. Every day. And obviously we've talked about that in the past, and I'm going to keep talking about that as I said. But what does it have to do with the stuff on the mat? What is the split? What is the warrior stance? Why do we do them? It's all about the inward experience, okay? The yoga doesn't happen on the mat. The asana happens on the mat, all right? The posturing happens on the mat. Now, as I talk about the Yoga Sutras, we're going to be talking about the 8-limb path. We're going to get there eventually with time and a lot before. But once we get to the 8-limb path, we're going to start to break down what the asana is. All right, that's probably when we're going to get to actually putting some postures on the mat. The asana is the posturing, is a pose, you're creating a statue. All right? You see why I do these live? I have no script. I have no, prior experience of doing this. I've never been live in front of a camera. So yes, the asana is creating a statue out of your body. But what does the word itself mean? It means a seat. Asana means a seat. And the seat is a meditative seat. It's not just sitting in a chair and, eating a meal and thinking all crazy. The asana is a meditative seat. So in the Yoga Sutras, these are described. Obviously, he has to describe them because he's describing the entire practice. Asana is only one of 8 different limbs. One of 8 different limbs of yoga. Think about that. One of 8. So, just because you can do a split, just because you can do a handstand, just because you can do a 3-legged dog, has no bearing on whether or not you're actually practicing yoga. Alright? This might hurt some egos. I am sorry, but we really need to start checking these things. Okay? Just because you see someone on Instagram or on YouTube or Facebook or wherever, and Snapchat, doing an inversion, it doesn't mean that they're doing the other 7 things. 7 things. Think about that. 7 things. They're doing 1 out of 8 things. So So if we were to just do the 1 out of 8, okay? If you were to overload on one thing and not focus on the other things, one common analogy that I can always use is recipes. All right, this is easy. A recipe. So you get a recipe and you've got all these different pieces, you've got all these different parts, and when it says in the instructions, you take you're baking a cake. Let's make it a cake. Okay, so it's just salivating. You're baking a cake. And you got your cake ingredients, you got your flour, your egg, blah blah blah. You got it all laid out, and what do you have to worry about? You have to worry about proportions. Everything has to be in the right proportion. Okay? So you're making your cake. You got everything out in its proportion. You laid it out in the kitchen. You're all ready to get going. But I come over and I take the rest of the bag of flour and I dump it on all of your proportions, on all of your flour proportions that you had already laid out, and I just make it 5, 10, 100 times more flour than you were supposed to have. What does this do to the recipe? What does this do to the cake? You've overloaded on one of the 8, let's say there's 8 ingredients. There's only 8 ingredients, and you've overloaded so much on one of the 8. Is that a good cake anymore? No, my goodness, no, that is awful. That is unbearably terrible. You don't want to eat that cake. No one wants to eat that cake. So why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we practice the one limb and discard the other 7? It's an injustice to ourselves because the other 7 are really, really, really important. That's why I haven't talked about the posturing yet. All right, I could sit there, I could do crows, I can do handstands, I could do splits. I'm working towards splits. I'm not the most advanced in the posturing. I'm never going to tell you that. There's people out there that can do things that I'm working towards and I'm dreaming of doing. But why are they doing them? What are they proving? What are they showing you? Of course, I'm not discrediting all of the yogis out there. There are a lot of yogis that have inspired me through Instagram and YouTube because they do show the other side of the message while they're showing you the posture. And I have great respect for that. And that's what I'm going to be doing. But before I even touch my mat, I want to make sure we all go into this with the same mindset, the right mindset, the wheels turning in the same direction, all for the same goal. Because we got to remember this. I will leave you with this. Yoga is not only the practice. Yoga is the goal. And if you need to know more about what I just said there, if you need a little bit more of an understanding there, you can always check out the past videos that I've made on YouTube. You can go and watch my Facebook Live video every day, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. You can go check out my Instagram. I got some philosophical stuff in not the more recent posts. They've been advertising these kind of things, but in the past, I've never just posted a picture. I've attempted to have some sort of message behind it, even if it's just a brief, terse, one-line thing, very similar to a sutra, so that it's one line, it's easy to understand, it's basic, but it can have a lot more meaning. All right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the foundational points of the practice. If we were to just go to the posturing, we would miss the ground floors. We would start at the first floor of the building, and there'd be no foundation. No foundation made out of concrete. I'm the Concrete Yogi, signing off. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for checking it out. Peace. Blessings. You are love.